Praise to Jesus Christ. Housewives, listen up. You're going to love this. Years ago, I was either reading a book or listening to a talk. There was a master of the spiritual life, a priest teaching on spirituality, and he was teaching about the seven mansions and the higher mansion, the fifth, sixth, and seventh mansions. He was speaking about mystical union and passive prayer and deep contemplation. And someone asked, they said, "Father, have you met people who've reached these heights of sanctity and contemplation? And if you have, where would you find people like this?" And he'd say, "Yeah, it's pretty rare, but a lot of housewives have reached these heights of holiness in prayer." And everyone was shocked. And it makes sense. Let me give you 5 reasons housewives are likely to be holy and maybe even super holy. Reason number 1. They might be spending most of their day in silence and solitude, which is the ideal setting for growing in holiness. Second reason, their day is filled with healthy activity, which is so important because we're human. You hear me speaking and giving examples so often of keeping busy, chopping wood, making fires, cooking, working, things like that, building. And a housewife is spending her day cleaning and preparing meals and doing laundry and things that are conducive to the spiritual life, to practicing the presence of God. Reason number 3, a housewife will typically have a rhythm of life, a routine, things they do at this time. I do this, then I have a coffee break, then I say the Chapel of Divine Mercy, then I do this, then I do that. And we know from monastic life that rhythm is very helpful to continuing to stay faithful to one's spiritual disciplines and also to advancing, to growing. Reason number 4, a housewife is always serving. Again, cleaning, maybe changing diapers, preparing meals, mending garments or whatever. Humbly serving. Reason number 5, oftentimes housewives, if they have children, they're announcing the gospel. They're proclaiming the gospel. They're saying, hey, be nice. Forgive your little brother. Don't forget to say your prayers. You need to, be good. Tell Jesus you love him throughout the day. I remember growing up when my mom was preparing us to get out and catch the bus in the winter, she'd be putting on our snow pants and our toques and our mitts. And as she was doing this, she would lead us in our morning prayers. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Hail Mary, full of grace. And if we were in a real rush, she'd say, okay, go out there and finish your prayers on your own. See, formating Christians, preaching the gospel. So brothers and sisters, don't underestimate the wonder of a simple life. My scripture for you today, Luke chapter 1. Our Blessed Mother says, "He has cast down the mighty from their thrones and has lifted up the lowly." Viva Cristo Rey.